Finish his nice instrumental and get ready for this tip-off here live at the New Nest. I'm Bo McMichael with Score 58 Network. Glad to have everybody with us here tonight, getting ready for this Jonesboro Cardinal action against the Griffin Bears. Welcome to 2020, January 17th, 2020. It's a Friday night here in Jonesboro. The lights are on, and let's have a little fun with the ball game. Griffin with the tip and the score. Baskets 2 right there. A couple of little interesting facts. Last time these two teams faced was December 3rd, 2019. Really kind of a sloppy game on Jonesboro. I'll give that to them on that part. Off the shot right there. Quinn was looking for the 3 to get started, but they ended up taking the L, the first loss in this region for quite a while against the Griffin Bears. In overtime, 55-50. On exciting notes, Jonesboro won their first home game in 2 years this past week, defeating the Riverdale Raiders. Griffin also took a victory over the Fayette County Tigers in overtime, 72-64. Tomorrow night we'll be live back here at 6:30 p.m. Tip-off against the Fayette County Tigers. Should be a great game. Come on out. Get an opportunity to look at this new gym. To have a little fun in many ways. Glad to have you with us here tonight. Once again, I'm Bo McMichael with Jonesboro Basketball. The 8-7 Griffin Bears, almost said Tigers, Griffin Bears versus the 9-6 Jonesboro Cardinals. Got a nice little inbounds play underneath the goal for Jonesboro. Jonesboro's in the white, Griffin in the green. Going around the river bend we go. Seeing what opportunity Quinn can have shot-wise. Dishes back out to Robinson. I am running solo tonight. I have a great crew with me. One doing stats. Got a cameraman in the, I'll say the end zone, but it's behind the goal. And we got one up on the upper end. A little bit of a smaller crowd than last Tuesday. Deep 3 off the mark right there. Griffin ball. Going to call a quick foul. They'll reset it from the side. So if it looks like I'm talking to somebody, it's because I am. I'm trying to get the stats and what we're doing. We'll keep up with the score the best way we can. And the clock. Griffin's had a good year. They're sitting right around 4-3 in the region. Quick steal by Robinson. Taking it all the way in. Call the foul. We'll see what that looks like on the replay. We'll probably have to exit out of that replay. Got a 7-second replay on that. Enough. Let's see if we get a time. Yep, that's a good foul. A little bit too long on the replay. I'll fix that before we start back again. Going to the line from a percentage of the free throw wise, we're sitting right at 69%. Get that first basket. Nice to see that. Play into it. Looking to tie the game right back up, and we do. Nice way to look at that. 2 free throws. Get this game tied up 2-2. Quick inbounds pass, looking for the steal. Chris Holland came out of nowhere. Did not see that coming when you pass that ball. Big man sitting at 6'4", 175 pounds. Strong forward for the Cardinals. Dishes it back out, and we'll set back up as we go. Kind of like this setup, Key. All the way back to the outside. We'll have a chance to talk about our sponsors right around the end of the first quarter. Always give an opportunity to do that. And I've added a new Twitter piece to our atmosphere, and the reason for that is if you ever want to we'll have a time in the second quarter. Anybody that had a hashtag JHS 2020, then it gives an opportunity to do that. Deep three by number 3, Jared Rogers. Give him 3, they said, and boom, it's in there, 5-2. Quick, fast break. Definitely going to call a foul on Holland right there. What? That one on me? How could I? I was just hanging out next to him. Wasn't no big deal at all. I've added our scorekeeper to keep some stats, and he is definitely busy, focused on that. It's kind of fun to watch him. Inbounds play underneath. Let's see if they see something we don't see. Quick dribble. Good rebound, unsuccessful from Jonesboro's perspective. Going to call it on Griffin, Jonesboro basketball. Glad to have you here on a Friday night. Hopefully you'll be able to stay with us most of the game here. If there is some buffering, I'll give you the best option I can tell you is pause and let everything get caught up. It's just because we have a very slow internet. But feel free to always give us some feedback as much as you can. We do have comments that are allowed. So if you have some comments you want to do that, you can put comments because they changed their structure. And when you're asking if you want to, if this is 18 years or older, or if this broadcast is for kids, say yes or no. But if you say no, or yes, it is for kids, you're not allowed to make any comments. So I had to go back and change that. Learned that this past week. 8-2. Jumped on Griffin very quick here, almost the halfway point of the first quarter. Missed the second, made the first. Away we go. Nice little pressure. Trying to dish it. Still battling it inside. Chris is all in that. They're going to pass it underneath. Got a lot of fouls here early in the first quarter. That's always a scary sign. Scary, you said. A little bit. We decided not to go way up top on the perch tonight. Just trying to stay everything, get a little closer, have a little bit more enjoyment, a little more intimate. Chris goes out. Number 34, Robert Paul, into the game for the Cardinals. Turn around, use the backboard. He kissed it. He said, give me 2, and he got it. Quinn Thomas takes the ball up. Pass it back over to Robinson. They're playing catch with each other. Back over to Rogers. High floater, no good. A rebound, defensive tackle, number 54 for the Griffin Bears. Could be a linebacker as well. Dishes out number 2. He taking it all the way into the lane. And high floater in, using that wall. Deep pass, I don't know if I suggested that was a good pass or not. Got me a little scared. Well, where did he go? Where did who go, they said. We're only shooting this year about 38% from the field. Free throw line, we're at 29, we're right around 70% from the free throw line. Quinn Thomas underneath, the senior. 5'10", dishing it out, running around the river bend. Up to Robert Paul. Great second effort. That's a second chance points right there with number 3-4 into the game. Love it. Had a good game against Riverdale, Robert Paul did. Oh, a little bit slow, not sliding your feet over a little bit. Good basket for Griffin. Taking it the other way. Number 4's entered the game. That's Jaden Hall for the Cardinals. Roberts trying from the top of the key. Unsuccessful. Hit the rim twice. Misguided. Ooh, glad he didn't call a foul. Coach Melman's going to say, hey, I need a timeout. And with that, we'll take a little moment and give an opportunity to give a shout out to our sponsors. We have one new one to add. That's Kids Dentistry. We'll add that tomorrow. But Tal No, Supplies Unlimited, the Great American Hot Dog, Pounds Property Management, the Dwarf House, and hey, a shout out to the Dwarf House right now and the whole concept of Terra Boulevard. They supplied the food for up in the hospitality suite. Thank you very much. Summit Design and Build, Stevens McRae Mechanical, Alliance Imaging and Radiology, and Advanced Chiropractors of Conyers. Thanks again for everything that you do for Jonesboro basketball. Once again, if you're having potential buffering issues, pause your game and it'll work a little bit better. Pause it for a little bit and let it catch up. We are running at a slow internet speed, and away we go. Once again, they're playing a little catch-up, back and forth we go. Where did he go? Where did who go? Quinn's looking to see if he can get a shot out here. 23 in the game, good crossover. Jaden Hall from the deep. Quinn's able to get that rebound. Let's see what happens here. He's just spotting up, shooting the three. Called it. Nothing but net on that situation. And away we go from a dribbling perspective. Quick steal. Back and forth they go. They giveth and they take it away. They giveth and they take it away. They're all over the place. Refs are definitely letting them play a little bit. Second chance point, and they can definitely make their rim shots. Being able to hit the back of the backboard's a key in this situation. It's going to be close, 13-12, turnover Jonesboro. Griffin basketball. It's going to be a close game. That's just a given. Appreciate everybody joining in, allowing the comments. Glad for our viewership here. Appreciate our sponsorships out there. Also a special thanks to tonight's sponsor of the hospitality room, Joe Wilburn's Dwarf House. Goodness gracious. Getting a little frustrated. 14-13 here, minute 25 remaining in the first quarter. Going to call out on Jonesboro Griffin basketball. Griffin's whole side's getting very excited. And they should. There's a lot of second effort, and that's important here in a basketball game. I'll give you a little background noise so you can hear some basketball going on as well, just so my voice doesn't go away. Hope everybody's going to have a great weekend. If you're here in the Southlands of Georgia, it's going to get chilly. And I say chilly, meaning the Penguins are coming out. It's supposed to be right around 25 degrees. Great jumper by Jaden Hall. 15-14, under 1 minute remaining here. We're definitely not getting back there. And an and one call. That hurts a little bit. A little frustration. I can only imagine that. Going to the line to try to get an and one and go up by 2. here late in the first quarter. 1 minute remains. All right, ladies and gentlemen. 49 seconds remaining, 16-15. He nails it. And we'll see what they do with the final shot here. Will they try to hold on to it? Unknown. Chris Holland back over to Jaden. We have turned the ball over way too much here in the first quarter. And they're going to call another and one. Kind of just an ill-advised foul. Not real happy with that. Hopefully we can overcome this deficit of 4 points here in the first quarter. The thing that scares me is it's 5-4. We've already got 5 team fouls. They're playing a very physical game, and that's what Griffin is known for, especially this year. Jumper no good. Everybody's on the same team. Number 12's joined the game. That's Marquise Dunn. Get across the line, stop, throwing the ball, bounce pass it, do what we need to do. Jaden all the way in the lane, kind of out of control. Quinn's going in for the steal. Good dish. And boom, they're up by 6. Trying to figure out what happened here in the first quarter. We're just not being smart with the ball. Just not being smart with the ball. Jump shot and kind of wonder when that buzzer was going to go off to stop the game. It just kept going. Even my scorekeeper kind of hold in there a little bit. Just to see what overall looks like. All right. Well, hopefully everybody's hanging tough, enjoying themselves. We'll get a little first quarter stats here. We only got 15 points to claim. When we're looking at that on that part, help me out and decipher it there, scorekeeper. Tell me what's going on here. You're the one taking it. Pop your thing on. We'll let Brandon Bedford join in the game here. Hey, Brandon, can you hear me okay? Hey, Brandon, nice to hear you doing our stats here. Tell me what's going on so far.
So we got 23, 34, and number 4, all with 1 2-pointer apiece, 2 and 3.
Who's leading scorer for Jonesboro right now?
Leading scorer is 2 and 3, tied with 1 3-pointer apiece.
All right, we got Quinn Thomas and Jared Rogers both hitting in on that part. We'll let you go back to your fun here. We'll bring in Brandon a little bit, whether he likes it or not. We'll let his voice kind of range in it. He's an alumni of Jonesboro, so, hey, he can't be half bad. Start of the second quarter, 21-15, down by 6. Quinn's going to pop it up from the three-point line, missing it. And once again, we hit right around 29%, but their athletic ability and the and one capability is a little rough to watch right now. They are all over the place. From a physical perspective, that should be the 6th team foul. So from here on out, we are in the bonus for the Griffin Bears. 23-15. They have definitely put on a clinic of being aggressive. And we're going to have to do the same thing here. I hate saying that we do have a loss that we can goodness gracious, they are just being more aggressive than we are right now. We're going to have to find a way to hold on to the ball, and ill-advised turnovers is not something that we want to play to. Good steal. Chris takes it. Looks like he's trying to go coast to coast with it, and count it. Let's go to the line and shoot another. Great job on Chris for going coast to coast right there. Very rarely do you see a big man at 6'4" do the steal and get a dribble. You speak up.
3 steals.
He's already got 3 steals for the night's game. And you're more than welcome to talk to me like that. They know that they got somebody going to, your voice is in my ear. You're fine. off the side right there. 17-23. Clock's ticking down here in the second quarter. Just the start of the second quarter right now. But we're already giving Griffin a chance to be in the bonus. Another quick steal, another turnover by Griffin. They're going to call a reach-in foul, and now everybody's in the bonus. We're all going to the line. World is slowing down a great deal because now we'll be shooting free throws. I'm kind of confused. Shouldn't we go to the line? We have sit. Okay, maybe I'm not a smart man here. I thought we were in the bonus. Good dish into Robert Paul. Good second chance points. That's his second chance points of the night. I like that he's a go-getter and going after it in a constant motion. Off his foot. Oh, I screamed right there. Sorry about that. I'll do a better job without popping my mic. And I'm glad everybody's tuning in tonight. We're averaging roughly about 25 to 30 viewers out there, and that's always a plus in my world. That inbounds play always makes me a little nervous. At halftime, we're going to call offensive foul. At halftime, I'm going to throw the Twitter up there if you're wanting to send anything out by the Twitter. It's hashtag JHS2020. You can see it right above the second quarter and the clock. So if you have a special shout out that you'd like to do, we'll have that running all through halftime. Give an opportunity for those people to tune in if they'd like to. Going to the line to shoot two because we in the bonus. Hey, scorekeeper, you could hit the bonus thing if you wanted to and tell Griffin they're in the bonus now. And drop it down there instead of me just saying it all. Hey, I'm just here to help, man. I'm just here to help. You're multitasking real well. Around the river bend we go from a dribbling perspective. Good, easy basket right there. We're closed within two here at the 6-minute mark. As long as we slow down and actually, they're just not closing down the lanes. When you're watching this team move laterally, meaning Griffin, they're doing a great job of finding the lanes. Call a quick timeout from Jonesboro. And with that, we'll take a moment here. Congratulations overall-wise for the opening of the new gymnasium. It's always nice to have that opportunity. So we got the new DJ in the house. Our normal PA announcer is in Salt Lake City doing some skiing.
34 has 2 points, 3 rebounds, 6, and a steal.
Well, Robert Paul's going for the single. He's got 2 rebounds so far on the game. He's got 2 steals, and he's running at 4 points. So we'll keep an eye on Robert Paul right now and see what happens. Chris Hollins running in 4 steals. Right there, it's definitely kind of a wild game in that situation. They're all over the place in the effort. And away we go here in the second quarter of play. No band tonight. They're not going to call behind the block. Back block. Hey, good step. What are you going to do? No, you're going to call that and then not call that Mr. Ref? Inconceivable. Inconceivable, they say. I tell your friends and your neighbors, I'm having a hard time with that. At least, I thought it was Griffin basketball. My bad. So I'll take the Princess Bride comments of inconceivable and give it back to Jonesboro. Good block shot. Back out we go. Chris looking for his shot. He slowed things down, made the man jump and miss, and away we go. Trying to dish inside to the linebacker, back out to number 10. You can tell I'm a football by nature, not necessarily naughty by nature. Went for the hook shot and said, give me 2. They're up by 4 again, almost at the halfway point here in the second quarter. Out of bounds. Jonesboro basketball still. When we're looking at our leader scorer, number 2 is the leading scorer right now for Griffin. If I had a roster for him, if I had $1 million as well, I'd have somebody else have the roster for me. Sorry, little bare naked ladies in my brain. If I had $1 million. Jonesboro with the basketball, trying to cut into this deficit of 4 points. Another foul. We'll go to the line and shoot 2. This is when we're going to find out if we're really shooting about 70% from the line. I'm very confused at why we're not shooting from the line. Okay. Yeah, they're definitely in the bonus, so I'm able to pay attention to that. Glad that Mr. Riff decided to think the same thing. Excuse me for my coughing. Speaking of coffins, you get a chance to watch that new Dracula on Netflix. It was very entertaining. 3 episodes, hour and a half apart. If you like Dracula, I definitely recommend it. 2 thumbs up. Good second chance points from Griffin right there. Increases the lead to 6, 29-23. Out of bounds on Griffin. They're going to say Jonesboro basketball. I definitely like the court angle. We'll see what we can do tomorrow night against Fayette County. Like to bring a third camera in mind. I'm always kind of stretching my brain a little bit and see what I can come up with. Yeah, he got all ball. Robinson came in and was just not able to get the ball out of his hands before he walked about 5 times down the road. I believe his, what is that, Fitbit got some workouts right there. They're going to call it, should be calling a defensive foul on, or an offensive foul on Griffin. Switching it over. Jonesboro basketball. He thinks he's going to the line, but it's a defensive foul. Robinson wasn't sure what he was doing. I know he thought it was too. Everybody was faking everybody out right there. It's all right, we'll work around it. Good job from Robert Paul. If not, he's close to being the leading scorer here for the Jonesboro Cardinals. Great almost block, hands up in the air. Going to call a foul on the ground and go to the line to shoot 2. Right at the 3-minute mark here at the New Nest. I keep calling it the New Nest. I really enjoy it. I think they did a great job. There's a 3D Cardinal coming out of the walls here behind me. Very nice. It kind of changed up where we're looking at things. Last night, or Tuesday night, we were right around the off the rim. No good on the free throw. Ill-advised turnover. Going to call a charge. Great job on Chris holding his ground after calling the ball over. Coach Melman's just putting a hand over his face, hoping for the best thing in the world. If we were to give out free hugs to Coach Melman, we should do that at halftime. 29-25 here. It has been a rough first half. Back and forth they go. Got to be able to close this thing into at least 0. I'm getting nervous every time we pass the ball. It's a lot of high floaters. Jaden Hall went for it. No. Oh, He said, hey, put it back. I think we're going to roll Griffin score back down to 0. That was a nice grab the ball and shoot it back up. I wouldn't advise that, but I'm not a smart man. Here we go, 29-27. Felt like he walked right there. Rebound. Block shot we go. Another block shot. They're letting them play today, ladies. Ooh, get your shorts back on because that got a little nasty. Oh, get the rebound. Come up, Quinn. Out of bounds, Jonesboro basketball. I tell you, the refs have swallowed their whistle. They're not blowing the whistle at all right now. Griffin says, I need a timeout. Get this thing under control because we are definitely not playing great basketball. I enjoy the intensity. It's been a really fun back and forth first half. And you can see the coach. Let's see if we can show this real quick. The Griffin coach is still trying to have that conversation with the refs. What we got going score-wise? Yeah, Chris Holland.
6 points, 2 blocks, 3 steals.
Wow. Rolling 6 points, 2 block shots, and 3 steals overall. I would say that is somewhat the ongoing player of the game here for the Score 58 network. I always have my I like our big men. You know, Chris is sitting at 6'4", Chris Paul sitting at 6'4", Nate Adams, number 23, sitting at 6'4". We can find some way to be able to use these big men. And, you know, very rarely in the past we've played a lot of fast-paced basketball, but in this situation we definitely have some height going on. Underneath the basket we go to see what's going to happen. They dish it all the way out. Quinn shooting for the 3 off the mark. Not successful on the rebound. Looking for a quick steal by Chris. Quinn's trying it again. Gets it inside to Robert Paul. We're able to get another quick rebound. Second chance points is there. No, I'm not a fan of that shot, especially when he switched hands and tried to throw it up with his left. Right at the night. Go ahead, Quinn's going to take it coast to coast. Still can't get it up to the rim after he got fouled. 29-27 here in the second quarter. It's been a very exciting first half, to say the least. I'm Bo McMichael with Score 58 Network. At halftime, we'll throw the clock up there for the 10-second count. And we'll throw that Twitter feed up there as well, so we can have an idea of how much, if you have any shout outs that you'd like to give. Makes the second one, misses the first, 28-29. Once again, the thing that we're looking for is hashtag JHS 2020. You can give it out a shout out for anybody that's sitting there watching. Feel free to. I'm Bo McMichael with Score 58 Network. Last closing minute of the second quarter here. Great game here at Jonesboro High School. Not been able to hit really anything from the outside. Maybe 2 3-pointers, fast break points, looking for the block. No, you can't call that. You cannot call that. I am not happy with that call. I'm not happy with that call at all. They're going to tell the crowd to be careful, got to stay in their seats. They're not happy about them running up on the court. They just got a warning. That's what that was about. If they do it again, They weren't happy with the Mr. Ref. Not calling that call. That was a clean block shot. I wasn't real happy about that call either. In and out. Out of bounds. 28-30. Once again, if you want to give a shout out and you're on Twitter and you're what we call a enjoy a good tweet, tweet out there to the Twitter world of great second-hand choice by Robert Paul, number 34. Last 15 seconds here in the second quarter. I'm Bo McMichael with Score 58 Network. Glad you're able to join us here. Great game so far. Tied up 30-30. 5 seconds to go. Griffin will go to the line to shoot 2. Oh, they're going to call a block, actually. My bad. I am ill-advised on that. Robinson's trying to take it coast to coast. Robert just throwing it up there, hoping for the best. Well, we'll take a timeout here. Give ourselves a breather. Glad you could join us. We'll be right back. and gentlemen, we're back and better than ever. 20 seconds on the clock, and let's get ready to have some fun here in the third quarter of play. It's 0-0, ladies and gentlemen. So the old "is anything possible?" Well, of course, it was a great first half. Overall wise, I'd like to believe that we escaped with some ill-advised turnovers. I'm going to cough for a second. But, in many ways, I feel like, if you don't first succeed, try again. And in this situation, I feel like we got away with a lot of things. Start of the third quarter, Griffin's going to have the basketball here, and away we go. They switch sides. Jonesboro will be closest to us now, where Griffin is. We're watching their backs from our camera angle from the gymnasium perspective. Nobody's going to call over the back. I think everybody was looking at everything and trying to figure that part out. I think the most exciting thing about it all is that we're back to 0-0 on the fouls, and we don't have to worry about going to the free throw line just yet. Tomorrow night we'll be here against Fayette County. The Tigers are here. The Tigers are sitting at a nice little number here. And they're sitting in second place in the region right next to Whitewater and Griffin. This is some big games here this weekend and this week. I didn't think it was going to be – I didn't know what to expect, but pretty excited. Now on Monday, the Cardinals will be at Maynard Jackson playing in one of those nice little showcase tournaments, playing against Morgan County at 6:30. That game will not be aired by Score 58 Network. We'll actually be doing a triple header on football at McEachern High School. So you're more than welcome to tune in to us and get a little bit of football action. It's a national showcase. Freshmen, sophomores, and juniors will be playing in these games. First game's at 11 o'clock, and then 1 o'clock, then 3 o'clock. And then we will be live Tuesday evening at Stars Mill. The Panthers not doing well right now. They're second to last place. And if I'm not mistaken, they might actually be in last place in the region. Yep, based on my knowledge, which doesn't say much in my brain power. 32-30 here. Jonesboro's quick lead here in the third quarter. One thing that we've not shown is a lot of quickness coming around after halftime. Sometimes it takes us a whole quarter to get started. Hands up in the air and waving them like they don't care. Quick steal by Griffin. The bad part is good second chance points. Hit the ground hard. Pop back up. Mr. Nate Adams going to call a foul on number 3. Jared Rogers. That is his first team foul. Trying to have to keep an eye on these fouls because we gave up so many fouls in the first and second quarter of the game. Chris with another quick turnover. Trying to take it coast to coast. Underhands it. Dishes back out. Looks like Jaden Hall's going to take it for a 3. Almost a quick second-hand points by the shortest guy on the team, Robinson. He's not the shortest. Josh Arnold is. Sorry about that. He's sitting at 5'8". But 5'10" was trying to get his own putback. They're not going to call the fouls, and I'll take that right now, and away we go the other way. Quinn on the outside, looking for his shot. Can't find it. Dishes it back out. Jaden, a nice floater. Nice jump shot. He hit the ground hoping for a foul. Griffin's going to say, I need a timeout. They're going to take a timeout. With that in mind, I want to take a moment to really thank our sponsors. Okay, when I can't say enough when we start talking about our sponsors. I want to say Summit Design and Build, Supplies Unlimited, Pounds Property Management, Chick-fil-A, Dwarf House, Terra Boulevard, sponsoring the meals tonight for the hospitality suite. Stephen McCray Mechanical, Advanced Chiropractors of Conyers, Allegiance Imaging, Great American Hot Dog, and Talno Construction Building Products. As you can see, there are signs down on the floor that if you're ever looking for a sponsor, we have a total of 3 more ground signs that we can fill. Feel free to do that. That's great sponsorship for your company. If not, we have this nice little area on the top part that you can put your sponsorship out there as well. To say thank you for everything you do for Jonesboro basketball. 34-30 here, early in the third quarter. I'm Bo McMichael with Score 58 Network, bringing you Jonesboro basketball in 2020. Hashtag JHS 2020, they say. Always feel free to subscribe to our channel and follow us on Twitter at Score Sports 58. 54 for Griffin, looking for something, trying to find a way to dish it in. But it's just bottlenecked right there where he was going. Nothing's going on right there. Good rebound by Chris. Yep, he stepped on the line going back the other way. Coach Melman's not too happy about that. Got to take a deep breath. Side note, I need to make sure I'm taking some Tylenol with me. Got a headache, haven't been calling a lot of games. So I'm just getting in the mix of things. So my brain's got to make sure I'm all fluid up here. Been drinking water all day. Trying to get rid of this change in weather with it getting cold outside. Trying to get a quick rebound. Second chance points on Griffin. Reverse layup, no good. Quinn's got to get it up there. Over to Jaden Robinson, no look pass, ill-advised. Coach Melman's doing the shuffle. Looked like a floss for a second, not sure. We'll have to check on him, make sure he's doing okay. Chris with the rebounds, taking it the other direction. Quinn from the outside, no good. Nobody's willing to call any type of foul. Gonna call jump ball, get it. Can't really tell you where the possession area is. Still on the side of Jonesboro, which is nice. Subs coming in for Griffin. Number 35 enters the game. Always halfway through here, the third quarter. Appreciate everybody tuning in with us. I enjoy consistency in the sense of our watchers. They're going to call an defensive foul on Jonesboro. He did slide his feet. Jonesboro better watch their crowd. They've already been warned twice. On getting up and walking around. 34-30, we've been able to hold a lead, but only 4 points have been scored here in the second half. Started the third quarter, we're halfway through. 2 team fouls for Jonesboro, 0 for the Griffin Bears. Off the mark, somebody blew a hard wind to the left, and boom, that ball bounced out. Tomorrow night we tip off at 6:30, not 7:30. That'll be kind of nice, a little bit earlier. Get me some good added sleep on a Saturday night. It's a good song, by the way. Saturday night, and I ain't got nobody. I got some money because I just got paid. Here we go. Jaden Hall taking it the other way. Block shot. He goes in for the steal after he got a shot blocked. Chris Holland got to call a foul right there, no doubt. He went up. Don't wave your hand up there, Chris. That's definitely on you. All right. We'll see if Griffin can get on the board. And they do in the second half. They went nearly 5 minutes and some change before they could get a basket. Even though I'm sad that there's not that many people here tonight, I'm glad that it's not that crowded. It was really crowded the other night. When we moved around, just think we might get another crowd like we did on Tuesday, but that was a school night. Sometimes it's easier to stay after school on a Tuesday than it is a Friday. (34-32). This game seems to going to be one of those ones that might be determined within the final 2 minutes of the fourth quarter. I have a feeling we're going to see this team again in region tournament play at Starrs Mill the 1st of February. Deep shot. Hey. Count it. Gets 3 shots. I take it he hit the backboard on that. He didn't get the net. It looked like it was in. So he'll go to the line to shoot 3. We'll see how good Quinn is from the free throw line. I'm Bo McMichael with Score 58 Network. Glad to have everybody with us. First free throw out of 3 is no good. If this is an opportunity for you to get your baskets, this is it. Second one's good. We'll see what happens on this final third shot of his three-point attempt from the free throw line. And the third one's good. Going for the pickpocketed. Lost the handle. Chris Holland's looking for some help. He got it. Wanted somebody to lift him up. Before you go. I'm not planning on going solo. Here we go, 36-32. 2.5 and some change in the third quarter. Been a very 8 points total here in the third quarter. 6 by Jonesboro, 2 by Griffin. Griffin has started cold. Even Stone Cold Steve Austin would be a little shocked on this little outcome. Going in for the steal, unsuccessful. And just like that, they got their second basket of the night. Oh, Quinn, let's just get it in the basket. Get it in the basket. Now we're going to do a little press and see what happens. Another steal. Robinson with the hook. No good. Going to call a reach-in foul, looks like, on Griffin. Jonesboro will get the ball back with minute 55 here remaining in the third quarter. I'm Bo McMichael with Score 58 Network, bringing you Jonesboro basketball in the new gymnasium of Jonesboro High School. It's beautiful, absolutely wonderful to be in this. I enjoy to be able to call a game at a home place where I'm not necessarily worried about anything. Just calm and goodness gracious, what that shot. Out on Griffin, Jonesboro basketball. Here we go. Reach in foul, gonna call a jump ball, be Griffin's ball, 39-34 here in the third quarter. Fouls have not been a really key issue right now, which is nice compared to the first quarter of play. I would have called a foul on that, but rebound Jonesboro. Nice tip around, get control of the ball, taking it coast to coast. He's going to call an and one foul and go to the line to shoot a one. And one. I do enjoy me some and ones. If there was ever a tattoo to be on my forehead, an and one would be nice. It just shows that you're doing some positivities. And one. I like it a great deal. Glad to have everybody with us here tonight. Great viewership. Appreciate always the reviews. Any comments that you have to make, feel free to do that. It's always nice to have that involved. Here we go. Reach-in foul. Running in with about a minute, a minute left to go here in the third quarter. Hey, that was a great joint effort by the 6'4" duo of Robert Paul and Chris Holland. When you got two big 6'4s up there, it's hard to do anything but block a shot. 42-34. Suddenly, we've gotten on a nice little shooting spree here. We'll see if we can carry this over to the fourth quarter. Back out to Robinson. We'll see how we hold on to the remaining ball. I'm pretty sure we're going to shoot it up here. I could not see us holding this all the way to the end of the quarter. Pretty excited. I get to go home and watch a new TV show. I'm enjoying that Lincoln rhyme about the bone collector. Ill-advised turnover. Coach Melman's going to find somebody and get them. Deep pass over to Jaden. Great effort on Hall's perspective. Double pump, got to get back. I need my fans to sit down. I worry about us getting shooting free throws. We got a 10-point lead here. It was 0-0 the start of the second half at 30-30, and now boom, it's 44-34. We have definitely been able to weather the storm of that second quarter. That second quarter was tremendously frustrating on the amount of turnovers that we had. Deep three, in and out. Robert trying to get the ball. And with that, we'll take a moment to thank our sponsors. We'll be adding a couple of other sponsors on this list, but thank you for everything that you do for Jonesboro basketball. I'm Bo McMichael with Score 58 Network, and we'll be right back. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we can do about a 15-second clip on the song, so hopefully they'll cut that song off and not get us in trouble on the old copyright violations. Appreciate all our sponsorships. Should be an interesting fourth quarter here, 44-34. Looking to increase our undefeated streak here in 2020. We've won our first 3 games here in 2020. We beat Whitewater. We have taken down the Riverdale Raiders, and now we are looking to take down the Griffin Bears and improve our region record to 6-1. Right now, Robert Paul has been all over the map between rebounds and points, steals, and block shots. He is my recommendation for player of the game, him and Chris Hollins. And out turnover again for the Cardinals. From a frustrating factor, I'm going to say these turnovers are killing me. I can't be that loud if I'm screaming like that. I got to keep my voice down a little bit. Might bring a announcer on board with us tomorrow. I'll check out the environment, see if anybody's interested in helping me call a game against the Fayette County Tigers. And away we go, 44-34. I expect that to be a good game. But the middle of the road pack between White and I got real quiet thinking that we were going to be able to hit the, oh, great steal, Quinn. Great steal. I check his hands for Stickum. He just grabbed it out of thin air and took it to the goal. Now you can say that at least. Goodness gracious. Once again, I'm Bowman Michael with Score 58 Network, bringing you Jonesboro basketball live here at Jonesboro, January 17th, 2020. Big 54 is like, hey, I'm going to muscle it up, and I'm just going to pass it off the backboard to you. Here we go. Robinson around the river bend, back to Chris Paul. Not Chris Paul. He plays for the Oakland City Thunder. Oakland Thunder. I lost my brain. Oklahoma City Thunder. Tired. 48-36. That would be Robert Paul, not Chris Paul. Hopefully we'll get a big audience out here tomorrow night against the Fayette County Tigers. Feel free to come out here and enjoy the new arena. It's going to be Saturday, 6:30. Girls are starting at 5. So you can come on out at 5 o'clock. Watch the Lady Cardinals, coached by Coach Marcus Allen. And then we'll get ready for some basketball. And then, boom, switch it over to football on Sunday. Looking forward to the AFC-NFC Championship game. When you don't have a dog in the hunt, you're just hoping for some good football games. That's all I can say. Getting close to the last football games of the season here. Plenty of basketball remaining between high school, college, and NBA. It's a nice time to be an American when you have basketball going on, football still in the mix, and spring training about to start in baseball. Only thing I got going for me is I'm not a hockey fan because Atlanta doesn't have a hockey team. Here we go. 48-38, 10-point lead here in the fourth quarter. Feel like we're doing a great job of adjusting to what happened in the second quarter. Illick, come on now, you got to stay focused. Chris, that's one of those ones you got to be able to look at constantly and pay attention to what's going on. Thank you again for all our sponsors. I am working on that commercial. I decided to go see Bad Boys for Life today. Take a little break from reality. More like back to life, back to reality. Enjoyed Bad Boys for Life. I do recommend it. It made me giggle and laugh and all sorts, and some good surprises. Turns left and right. I won't give it away as I get quiet thinking about how I could actually give it away by not giving it away. 5 minutes and some change remaining. But I definitely, if you like the first two, you love the third one. And if you didn't like the first two, give the third one a chance. It's always good to come out there and giggle and laugh, especially in movies that don't take themselves too serious. Chris Hollins dishes it back out. Robinson going all the way into the lane. I tell you one thing, he can drive that lane and put on the gas. Griffin's going to say, I need a timeout. They rolled that basketball. The cheerleaders were dodging. Like, set them up again, little bowling pins right there. 4 and some change remaining here in the fourth quarter. Glad to have you with us. We've been doing basketball for quite a while here for Jonesboro and broadcasting it. So I want to thank Jonesboro for allowing Score 58 Network to be a part of the family and be a part of the whole involvement of the evolution of broadcasting here with basketball. We've come a long ways. If you don't believe it, go back and look. 2014 and 15, goodness gracious. We've come a long way on between the early years of James Walker to where we are now. We'll be shooting live out of here around 6:30 tomorrow night. Fayette County versus the Jonesboro Cardinals. And then next Tuesday we'll be live out of Stars Mill. And then we got another Friday and Saturday showdown. Should be a lot exciting. Next Friday and Saturday, get to see Mount Zion come into the new gymnasium next Saturday night. Should be a packed house. Looking forward to that as well. 50-38, a 12-point lead We've been able to at least grow that lead since halftime and really have done a great job of stopping Griffin from setting the tempo of the game. Ill-advised turnover from Griffin. Jonesboro basketball. Jaden, you got to get it up there between Quinn's legs. Got to pass it one more chance. Going to call a reach-in foul. And they're about to get a 15, I think it's a 10-second call. Maybe it's 15 seconds. What is it, backcourt? Scorekeeper, 15 seconds or 10 seconds? 10 seconds. About to get a 10-second call. And like I said, not a real intelligent man. I get my numbers mixed up all the time. Here we go. Getting close to the old bonus. 5 team fouls for Griffin, 4 for Jonesboro. It was a reach-in foul. No, I was thinking that if he didn't get that ball across the line, was it 10 or 15? Our scorekeeper better be careful. I'm going to put a mic on him if he's not careful enough. Next thing you know, he's going to start interjecting himself into the game. Why are you calling a foul there? That's got to be a reach-in foul. Came all the way across right there. 3:47 on the clock. Once again, thank you to the Dwarf House off of Terra Boulevard. Really appreciate their sponsorship for the meal tonight. Had me some chicken nuggets from Chick-fil-A and a wonderful chocolate chip cookie. Went straight to my hips, but I'm okay with that. Here we go. Another turnover. Got a wide open Chris Holland looking for the dish. Pushes it back out, and they're going to reset. Getting an offensive play set. Constantly moving. They are not sitting in one place at all. I felt like he wanted that reach in. Back to Robinson underneath. He does not see Jaden Hall at all. We got Rogers, Robinson, Hall, and Holland in the game. Quick timeout for Coach Melman. Coach Melman's going to have to get the chalkboard out there and talk a little bit. He's a little frustrated about not running a particular play of what they're looking for. 3 minutes on the clock. Thank you again for tuning in. On Monday, we'll be doing some live football out at 11 o'clock. Come tune in to us. Check us out. Working on football hotbed. It's a hotbed world. Should be very exciting. We've got the freshman game at 11 o'clock. And then we got a 1 o'clock game with the sophomores. And then a 3 o'clock game with the juniors. National showcase, people from everywhere. Players wanting to get into this showcase, they come out and they get ready. Probably I was not given free promotion from them, but I had to do a media day with them today, and I was just impressed of what they are doing for these young athletes. Taking them to different colleges over the next 4 days. Absolutely amazing. They're going to Auburn, Tennessee, South Carolina, and Georgia Tech. Here we go, 50-38. So get a chance, tune in, watch us a little bit on Monday, and we'll get ready for some Jonesboro basketball on Tuesday. Score 58 Networks going to try their hand on a weekly TV show. Looking forward to that. We'll start that in February, where we'll be hitting on all things in the world and doing some interviews across the ground to all types of people. So look for us as time goes on. There's some arguments going on. I can't really figure out who's upset, but we got 3 Griffin coaches standing up in frustration. We're doing our best to hold on to the ball here. They're going to play the fouling game here and send us to the line to shoot, down by 12. Want to thank Nate Robinson, Brandon Bedford, Roderick for being a part of the Score 58 family here on a Friday night. Appreciate your efforts coming out. If you're interested in working for Score 58 Network or Score Sports, feel free to reach out to us on our website. Send me an email. let's get talking. Let's find you a job within the company if that's something that's interesting you. Jaden Hall here to shoot 2. Probably a 1-and-1 because we only have 7 fouls. We haven't eclipsed the, hey, we're going to shoot the 2 shots to begin with. He makes the first, increases it lead to 13 points here in the fourth quarter. Feel like the game is definitely in our hands right now, which is a good thing. Glad everybody could be joining us here tonight. Remaining 2.5 minutes remaining here with the Cardinals and the Bears. Great first half. Second half definitely belonged to Jonesboro. Hey, relax, kiddos. Now we all gonna get a little added. I don't really know what Big Man's doing on the from a fan's perspective, but I don't understand that. They'll go to the line to shoot 2. I'm a little concerned about our fans. All right. I'm kind of just watching the environment right now to wonder what's going to occur. It's definitely setting up a very interesting, if we play this team again in the region tournament. Located at Stars Mill in February. First basket's good. 53-38. It's really just a formality at this point. Looking for that overall region record to increase to 6-1. Looking for that #1 seed going into the region tournament. Clock's ticking down almost at the 2-minute mark. Glad once again that you could join us through it. And boom, he bust out 3. 51-45. No, 54-41. Sometimes my brain's not thinking quick enough. You're really going to have to earn your free throws right now and make sure that you're shooting at 69% and close that about 99% and not worry about missing anything and closing this game out 55-41. I mean, we're averaging 40 points a game, and boom, we're over 15 points our average, which is a good thing. Last 2 games, I feel like we're doing a good job of covering that. Good block shot by Chris. Good second effort. At least they didn't get an and 1 out of the situation. They're going to do a quick foul. We're going to be here forever at 9:15 in the evening. For those people in Hawaii, Mele Kalikimaka. Got some cold weather. It's going to be bitterly cold on Sunday in Kansas City. Oh my goodness, dry and cold. And thinking temperatures right around 10 degrees to play some football. I'm very happy that I'm inside the gymnasium. I might even start a fire in the fireplace Saturday night / Sunday morning. .155 remain, 55-43. Once again, shooting the free throws is a key. .56-43. right at almost the 90-minute mark or 90-second mark. Sorry about that. Deep three. And he closes it within 10. Quick foul. They were to hold it off a little bit right at 1:30 remaining in the ball game. I'm Bo McMichael with Score 58 Network. Bringing you Jonesboro basketball. Be here live tomorrow night, 6:30. Tune in with us. Get a little bit of basketball. Have some dinner. Sit back and watch some Jonesboro Cardinal basketball. Not a bad way to look at it. First basket's good. Let's go for the second. Deep three off the mark. Should be Griffin basketball. 57-46. Still plenty of time remaining. Going to call it Jonesboro basketball. Kind of a little shocked by that. Didn't see how that was the case. Even the Griffin coaches are trying to ask that question. I'm going to call a reach-in foul. Now we're shooting 2 baskets no matter what. Going to the line to shoot 2. First one's good. (59-46), 13-point lead here. About a minute remaining. I'm Bo McMichael with Score 58 Network. Thank you for joining us here tonight. Appreciate the Score Sports family helping in the broadcasting piece. Great added move from Jared Rogers. Hadn't heard much from him tonight. Jump shot off the mark. Really turned up the heat. Clock still running. Wonder if they're going to stop the clock. They're not going to don't really understand why the clock kept running. It looks like that's going to be it. They're not going to argue it. Being 61-46, looks like that's probably going to be the final here tonight. 2-0 here in the new building for Jonesboro. They were able to revenge the loss that they suffered at Griffin. We'll see if we see them again in the region tournament. Thank you again. As they hand it over, I want to say thanks again for all our sponsorships. Y'all be safe out there. Enjoy yourselves overall wise. Take care. Good night. And be safe. We'll see you tomorrow night.